Hey, this is Marshall from Pacific Reviews, and I'm going to review the LG NV3. I got this phone about a month or two ago, and I text a lot, and it is a great phone for that. But I'll get to that later. It itself looks very nice. It has these great designs on the back. The back has a great camera. It has a 3 megapixel with a flash, and the flash is extremely bright. I've used it as a flashlight before. You have your camera here, your rocker keys, and they have this great satisfying clack to them. The front itself is very nice. It has this great reflective screen, and it feels like it has depth to it when you look at it. The keys are very satisfying and have a great clack, like I said. The NV2 is a little bit different because instead of contacts, it had web, but why would you go on the internet when you're on this screen when you could open it up and go on? And even so, who would use an NV for the internet? So they changed that, and it's definitely a lot better. The sound quality itself and the speakers appears to be better because I know someone who has the NV2. Just the design of it is very nice. It feels natural in your hands. It feels a perfect size. You can use it with one hand. The little button here feels something that's like on a BlackBerry, and the keys here have these little grooves on them so you can just slide your hands around. I'm going to open it up, and it has this very nice large internal screen. The screen in this is bigger than the NV2 and the original NV. The button here is designated for messaging and then contacts, and you can set it so that if you just start typing, then it'll go to your contacts. There's a favorites button here so you can look at all your favorite people. Then you have a messaging button. It just goes straight to a new text message, and that is really handy. And I average about 150 texts a day, and it's a great phone. A few downsides though is the clack of it. It gets really annoying when you're trying to be discreet. Not saying that I text during class or anything, but the keys are very loud. Also, what I really like about it is the layout. Is you can customize almost everything on it. You can change this to a list, to something. It has many internal themes. One kind of downside about it is Verizon and LG phones don't have their great ringtones, but you can buy ringtones, so that's not that big of a problem. The sound quality is okay, but I mean, you don't really buy an NV for the music, do you? You buy an iPod or an iPhone for that, which they are coming out with an iPhone 4G for Verizon. But if you're like me and can't afford the monthly plans, then you go with this. Now, Verizon did start something that you do have to pay $10 extra a month for some minimum data plan because people keep butt webbing or something like that, and Verizon has to provide the service, but then they won't pay for it because they didn't do it or whatever. Well, with my phone, you get 25 megabytes of data, and to put that in perspective, that's basically like searching through VCast for about 1 minute. But you can, again, bump it up to an unlimited data plan, which is either $30 or $40 a month, and that is definitely better and cheaper than AT&T. But I don't use this phone for anything but texting. I rarely even call on this. But the keyboard itself is nice. It has a great clack, although annoying, and the keys itself feel better. A difference between NV2 and NV3 is you can see the spacebar is in the middle. In the NV2, it was over here. And also the colors of it. This is slate blue, and the NV3 was, I guess, bloodshot red or something like this. But this feels a little bit more modern, a little bit more sleek. And also what's great about this is you can customize what each of these keys do. So you have all that, and then you just opening and closing is nice. I know this doesn't seem very important, but the vibrator in it, which is somewhere around here, feels very nice when it vibrates. in some phones it doesn't, because it feels very awkward. In my old phone, the LG Dare, it sounded like someone was just smashing against the phone. It was very loud, and it didn't vibrate a lot. And I think that a nice quiet vibrator like this is much better. Now back to the phone. LG tends to make these phones. They come out with a new one every so often. I think it's great. I would definitely buy this over any other phone on Verizon. For someone like me, I already have an iPhone. Well, it broke, but I have an iPhone, but it's not on a plan. But I'm gonna get the iPod Touch, so a Droid makes no sense to me. Why would I want a Droid? Because a Droid costs more for music, and all my music's on iTunes. Well, if you just like texting and calling, this is a great phone. They do have another phone called, I'm not exactly sure what it's called. I'll put it in the sidebar, but it's a Samsung slider phone that you don't have to pay $10 a month for, and my friend has that. It's a nice phone, but this is definitely better and worth the $10 a month. Now, the price isn't that bad. It's $50, and the rebate brings it down to $50. And it's a great phone. It feels nice. I'll just do a little flash demonstration. Now, mind you, I am in a well-lit room, and that flash is extremely bright. I don't know if you can see that, but and also what's nice is you go through to your pictures, and just, looking at them is nice, and go to some videos maybe. You can go through them, and it looks nice. You can name them easily. I'll do a quick text here. I can text fairly fast. I messed up on that one thing, but the keyboard does take a little getting used to, but it's not bad. It's a great phone. Definitely buy it. If you already have an iPhone or you're waiting for the iPhone 4G for Verizon, obviously you'd wait, but if you're someone who's not going to get the monthly plan, or you just don't like the iPhone, this is definitely a phone for you. And this has been Marshall with Pacific Reviews. Thank you.